Hey everybody! No, that's not right. Howdy? No. What's no. Good day and good. Hell. Screw it. Let's just say, hey guys, it's. No. That's right. Hey guys, it's Bando Guy 4, and I have not recorded since October of last year. But I finally have this glorious Toshiba satellite computer, and I can record once again. So, I believe last time we beat Erica? Yeah, the 4th badge. And I was wondering what Team Rocket was doing here, and it's time to find out. Keep out of Team Rocket's way. Okay, well, something must be going on. Someone stole a silk coat. There's a thief this way somewhere. What's this place? Rocket Game Corner. What's this guy? Why is he guarding a poster? Well, let's see what he's up to. Team Rocket Grunt and Basic Radicate. So, we get to see Anton again. And let's see the whole team. Anton, Blue, Mimi, and Kathleen. My Jolteon here has been nicknamed Jupiter, because Jupiter's awesome. And let's just find what this thing. Hyperfang. Of course. It wouldn't be the first episode I've recorded in ages without... Really? Wow, okay. Yeah. This game's happy I'm recording, I guess, because that just doesn't happen. Zubat. I'm 10 levels higher, I'll go for it anyway. So, normally what I'm going to do in this video, I would speed it up and such, but it's been several months, let's just say several, since I recorded anything, and I'm going to talk a bunch. Probably not about the game a whole lot after a certain point, because if I don't talk about the game at all, then not even I will know what's going on. Team Rocket hideout, and he goes back that way. And if I'm not terribly mistaken, I forgot something that I want before going in there. So I'm like not even 3 minutes in, and I've already forgotten something I wanted to pick up. It's one of these 3 buildings down here. Not that one. That's a hotel, I think. This one is... There are Team Rocket guys in here. Chief. 2,000 Pokemon as slot prizes? Don't touch the poster. No secret switch? Well, I like doing what people tell me not to do, so I might give that a try. But first, is it this guy? Man at the table lost it all. So this guy will give me a coin case. And, of course, you need a coin case to do what else but hold coins. So I'm going to head back to the game corner real quick, and I'm going to get my item finder ready, because I'm going to very much want to use it. Item finder. Let's see if I can actually make it work. So there are a lot of free coins in here. It's telling me to go left. So just look around a whole bunch, and you are guaranteed to find many coins. I'll probably get them later, because there are just so many hidden all over the place. And one thing that I love about Generation 3 games is you can just come up here and buy coins, so you don't even have to play the games. But I don't want to buy any coins right now. You can also talk to a few of these guys, and they'll give you some coins. Some of them will give you coins, leave them alone. Some of them will just do it cause. So if you actually push the secret switch, you can open up, and here's the Rocket hideout. Lots of trainers here. I'm not going to bother talking a whole lot about them, at least. I'm just going to talk about other stuff. So I know that the last time I recorded was somewhere around October 18th, because that's when I uploaded episode 14 with an annotation at the beginning saying that I would upload that episode right then, and episode 15, which was uploaded recently, when I had a new computer, which is now. And well, I suppose a lot has happened since then. Let's see, October 18th. I'll start with Thanksgiving, because that was fun. I ate a lot. Well, not as much. If you ever watched Man vs. Food, this will be obvious to you what mistake I made. I ate the roll first, and if you're familiar with how you eat a lot of food, I'm sure you're already groaning. But what you should not do is eat like the breads and stuff like that first, because that will fill you up so fast. So I didn't get to eat nearly as much as I would have liked this Thanksgiving. My streak of eating more than anyone else in the family was shattered and lies broken in the past. So I'll have to remember that for next year. But it's always nice to see family. If you see me on Facebook or Twitter, I'm 90% certain I said something on both of them about missing my family already like 15 minutes after we left. But it's always nice to see them because only my grandma lives in town. My grandma and one of her other children's families, as in other not being our family. So we get to see them fairly often, but apart from that, we don't see a lot of the family a lot, so that's always nice. And so we had turkey sandwiches for several days after that, because we took a lot of the turkey home, and it was always delicious. I really like turkey. And I guess the other big holiday would have been Christmas. I got a lot of stuff for Christmas. I got a pair of sweatpants, which are always nice if you're just laying around the house being lazy. It's nice to have a pair of sweatpants. And these sweatpants even had pockets, which is just so incredibly uncommon that I was smiling for ages about the sweatpants with pockets. I got a new pair of jeans, which I'm sure fit me because they're the same size as the rest of my jeans, but I haven't actually worn them yet either. I got a lot of tea because, as I'm sure I've mentioned on many occasions, I love drinking tea. So I got some breakfast tea and Imperial Earl Grey tea. And so of course I have the breakfast tea in the morning, and then if I'm still awake at like 4 or something, I'll have some of the Earl Grey. And let's see, what else happened? I got Skyrim, which I haven't played actually much at all, honestly. You see, the TV that I'm playing this on and that my brother and I have been playing games on for years is an old CRTV, and it is actually older than I am, and I'm 20. So we're actually getting a new TV on February 2nd, and it's going to be a nice plasma screen and everything. And as much as I would love to play Skyrim endlessly, I do kind of want to play it on a screen worthy of the game, and this one is not. So I'm kind of holding off on it as best I can, though after this I'll probably break down and go ahead and play it anyway, because I don't have to have played a lot of it to know how amazing it is. And of course the big item for this Christmas was I received a little post-it note that said on it, redeemable for 1 laptop. So a little while after Christmas I went and got the laptop that I'm recording on right now. And like I said, it's a Toshiba Satellite, the P775-S7320, and it is wondrous. Yeah, I mean, you can look it up on your own if you want to. I'm not going to rattle off specs in this video, but it is very beautiful. And that just about does it for Christmas gifts, at least, but there's always the traditional drinking of tea in the morning, and we have rolls and many amounts of food. We had a huge dinner, which I mean, Thanksgiving I know is the big holiday where you eat lots and give thanks and all that. But I think Christmas dinner might have been even better. We got some duck and we got turkey again. And my mom made many things, and I ate a lot of it. I didn't make any mistakes of eating breads first, because I shouldn't make rookie mistakes like that when it comes to eating. And then that brings us to New Year's. Would have been the holiday after that, and New Year's, to be honest, I'm not all that crazy about it. I imagine this coming New Year's, I went to summary twice. This coming New Year's I'll enjoy it more, because I'll be 21 and I'll be able to legally drink. Not that I would have been refused if I were to engage in festivities, because basically our entire family is of the opinion that if it's a special occasion and you're all together, then it's a-okay. But despite that, I have resisted for 20 years and I'm not gonna stop now. But yeah, we generally try and find whatever New Year's Eve special is the least annoying to us, which usually we end up on CNN, even though Kathy Griffin irritates me. But enough about that. I think all that's left to be said is... any other holidays that I missed in there? Oh, well, Halloween, of course. Interesting that I would forget my favorite holiday. But no, I basically stayed in my room and watched Halloween LP specials, because that's just the kind of thing that I do. I don't go to a lot of parties. Of course, it doesn't hurt that I wasn't invited to any anyway. But yeah, that aside, I've been going on for 12 minutes now, and that I've only covered holidays. Isn't that wonderful? I did participate in, this is January 19th, I'm recording this. I did participate in Blackout Day yesterday. I blacked out my channel and privatized all my videos, and there's censor bars over my profile pictures everywhere where I have a profile picture. Of course, Blackout Day is to protest SOPA and PIPA. If you don't know what those are, I think Total Biscuit, I believe is his username, has a great video explaining it. Basically, the point of Blackout Day was to raise awareness, because it's shocking how many people don't know about this. Basically, what it would mean for LPers and YouTube in general, and Twitter and Facebook and all sorts of file sharing sites is they would be shut down, effectively. And we don't want that. So, I spent a lot of yesterday signing petitions and such, any that I could find that I hadn't already signed. But again, Total Biscuit should have a good video on that. I find it interesting that I'm plugging him right now because I'm not actually subscribed, but I know he has a good video, so go check it out if you want to know more than I do. And let's see, what else is there to talk about? He doesn't know where the oscilloscope is. I find that my commentary style, of course, talks about the game a lot, so when I'm trying to talk about other stuff, I find myself lost often. I guess what I could mention, if I had to mention more that's not related to the game, is if you've watched my Mario Tennis videos, which there's some amazing stuff gameplay-wise in those, so I definitely recommend checking those out. You'll know, I think, in the second and third part primarily, I talked about all the times that I get sick and such, and every single test that we could conceive of to run on me was negative. So, I think, and I don't think there's any official diagnosis of this necessarily. But I'm pretty sure the sickness and such is related to stress, and because it seems like when I get stressed I feel worse, and I mean it seems like a logical conclusion. And since then I've been trying to relieve stress better, and I haven't been getting sick as much, so it really does seem like that's as good an explanation as any. So with that, as far as I can tell, resolved, it's interesting that probably not knowing why I would get sick would make me stressed, which would therefore make me get sick even more. So it's a whole thing, but yeah, we're going to stress-induced issues for that. And I mean, I'm sure I'll have some other stuff to talk. I can talk about games. I have so much to talk about. What am I talking about? But not this game. Other games. On November 13th, I purchased Super Mario 3D Land for the 3DS, and it's an alright game. I definitely would not rate it as favorably as most people have. It started off alright. I need the lift key. Yeah, it started off pretty fun. I played the entire first 8 worlds the night that I got it. I had considered stopping, but then I decided not to. Basically, the story revolves around a Tanuki tree, where you get the, of course, Tanuki leaves from, which allows Mario to be his raccoon Tanuki-ish form. And it results as it being a main story element, as the Tanuki suit getting used a heck of a lot throughout the game. And when it starts off, it's nice, because we haven't had a Tanuki suit since Super Mario Bros. 3, so it's a source of nostalgia, and everyone got lost in that, and was really enjoying it. And once that nostalgia kind of starts to wear off, when you're using the Tanuki suit out of necessity almost every single level, you start to get a little bit annoyed. And I really feel like it could have been a good game, but once the nostalgia goggles were off, that's when you start to notice errors and controls, and there's some weird camera stuff that goes on. And I mean, I like difficulty in games, but the first 8 worlds were just so ridiculously easy, and then you get into special worlds and all that kind of stuff, and the difficulty jump is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, I still ended up with, like, I did max out my lives, and lives maxed out in the game at, like, oh, I don't know, 1,110 or something. And I did max out my lives, so it's not like I was struggling or anything. But it just seemed like there was no gradual increase. And the special worlds weren't actually their own worlds. They were mostly the same worlds from the first 8, just with some added element, like you have less time, or there's a Shadow Mario chasing you around that you can't kill. So it just was extremely gimmicky and not actually really any different, and that greatly disappointed me. But I might actually like do a video review of that game at some point. Another game that since then, of course, I got it on release date as soon as GameStop opened. Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. Of course, Legend of Zelda is my favorite franchise of all time. And Skyward Sword, I didn't have to play it for more than an hour to know I would love it from start to finish. I'm not willing to say that it's my favorite Legend of Zelda game or game of all time. Right now, that is still held by Majora's Mask. But it's definitely top 3 without a question. Majora's Mask, Okami, and Skyward Sword. And I mean, I imagine if I play like hero mode and all that kind of stuff, I'll find out more. I'm not going to go into details about the storyline because I know a lot of people haven't played it yet. But suffice it to say, if you haven't played it, I recommend it like 9 billion times over. And the last big game to talk about that I've picked up since then would be Mario Kart 7. I haven't taken huge advantage of the Wi-Fi in that game. The one time that I did, everyone was reporting connection issues that particular night. So, I mean, even though I was slightly disappointed when I played, I suppose that would explain why. Also, I had only done 50cc so far, and I was racing in a 150cc group. So, that... I just kicked stuff. That would explain why I wouldn't win, though I don't think I'm really all that great anyway. All that kind of stuff aside, I guess I can get back to this game. Unless I want to talk more about Pokemon. That's not this Pokemon. And I suppose I may as well do that. I remember in episode 15 I was talking, if you could actually understand what I was saying in that episode, about an all Eevee evolution run I was doing with Soul Silver. That turned out fantastic and affirmed that my favorite evolution is Jolteon, because it destroyed everything. Basically, the second round of the Elite Four, when Lance's highest level Pokemon is 75, my Jolteon swept him, being 10 levels lower. So yeah, I love Jolteon very much. And since then, I started a Bug-type run of Soul Silver, which is actually the save file I have going on it right now. But as it turns out, you need Rock Climb to get to the end of the game, and the only Bug-type Pokemon that can learn Rock Climb is Pinsir, and I don't want it on my team. So I'm trying to decide on a new run to do there. I've completed the main storyline of Black, and I love my team in that. I'm basically doing endgame stuff right now. And actually, do I need to be down here yet? This is the end, right? Yes, this is the end. I'm gonna open up this shortcut back to the beginning. I also have White, but I haven't done much in that. And I guess that covers Pokemon more or less. I mean, obviously, if you want to know more, you can leave a comment asking me, or personal message or whatever. Just ask if you want to know more about any of the things that I've discussed thus far in this video, and I'd love to talk to people. But unless I'm forgetting yet more, which I'm sure I am, and I just thought of another thing. I beat Plants vs. Zombies yesterday. I have the eShop version on the 3DS. And I wish there were more on it. I'm definitely going to want to pick up a PC version which has all the extra stuff. But as it is now, I'm pretty happy with it. There's one minigame that I'm having a lot of trouble with, but I mean, like I said earlier, I don't really mind a challenge in games. So I think now that's everything. So I'm going to get back to talking about this game. Oh. Did I ever say what my method for choosing which Pokemon I use next if their experience to the next level is the same? I'll just use the one that's been longer since I've used. I don't really have a method. I just basically go with whatever. So since I'm back up here, I'm gonna heal before I do the rest of this place. So that was the Rocket Hideout. I'm not completely done with it, but basically the biggest gimmick is those panels that you just follow the arrows until you land on one of the... I assume you stop on the squares that you do, because there appears to be some raised points on that I imagine would increase traction and friction and all that, causing you to be able to stop easier. But basically this is the first big rocket operation that you stop. Of course, we saw them at Mount Moon first, and there was the guy who stole the TM in Cerulean, but that's not really a big deal. And I didn't. But as you might have surmised if you've been paying attention to the text, even though I've gone past it pretty quickly most of the time, the Team Rocket boss is here, and we will be getting our first encounter with him soon. So the guys blocking the door are right here, and you have to battle both of them. See, he's reminding us there about the plans that we foiled at Mount Moon, and this is going to be a long video, but that's okay, it's been a long time. So we got Kathleen here against Sandshrew, and I'm just going to go ahead and continue to use Wing Attack. It seems to do enough damage that I shouldn't have any difficulties here. Rockets, for the most part, even if I weren't ridiculously overleveled, of course, would be pretty easy to beat. So he's got an Ekans now, and I was saying earlier that my commentary revolves around usually what's going on in the game. And I find now that I've been talking about other stuff for the past 25 minutes that I'm having trouble knowing what to say regarding the game. I mean, sure, I can say his next Pokemon is a Sandslash, but you can see that. I imagine if you are watching my videos, you, of course, have use of your eyesight. If I have any blind viewers, thanks, I guess. And this Pokemon is a Sandslash. God, what is wrong with me? Anyway. So I'm just gonna try and get these guys out of here as quickly as possible, because rockets are boring. I don't like fighting them. So he got burned again, and I thought the other guy. I do see the beauty of your evil. Every time I play this game, I'm like, I want to join Team Rocket, please let me. Which reminds me of another beautiful thing about Soul Silver. Soul Silver, Heart Gold, Gold, Silver, Crystal, all of those Generation 2 games, you actually get to dress up in a Team Rocket uniform, and I wish you could just keep it, because that would just be awesome. Even if you can't actually join Team Rocket, it makes you feel included. Of course, I'm not sure if my favorite evil team of all time is Team Rocket or Team Plasma. Team Plasma is very awesome, and I think they have my favorite battle music of any evil team. But that's, once again, beside the point. So, they've basically got almost the exact same Pokemon. The Sandshrew should be gone fairly quickly. And if he's got another Sandslash, it'll probably be... Now he has an Arbok this time. And... why not? I just want this battle to be over with because I want to get on to the big boss of Team Rocket. So, I think this episode's going to be roughly half an hour long. And I feel my hiccups coming back. I've had hiccups almost the entire morning. So, there goes Arbok. One Psybeam, of course, was more than enough. And once you defeat both of them, the door will open. And I've got a Paralyze Heal, that's good. And if you walk forward, this is the boss of Team Rocket, and you actually have to walk up to him. So I must say, I am impressed you got here. Team Rocket captures Pokemon from around the world. They are important tools for keeping our criminal enterprise going. I am the leader, Giovanni. For your insolence, you will feel a world of pain. Wahaha, wahahaha. So this is the Team Rocket boss, Giovanni, and he will lead off with an Onix. This is not the only time you will be fighting him, but I guess if this game can still have spoilers all these years after its release. Yeah, I talk good. After its release, I won't talk about when you fight him, but I will be fighting him again soon, but just because of the order that I do this game in. It's not the traditional or intended order of the game. Let's just say that. And I was kind of hoping for the attack boost here, because he's using Harden and getting more defense, and I'd really like to finish him off before he can hit me with another rock throw, because that really hurts. But it doesn't look like that's going to happen. He's using Rage now. I don't know why. I was freed from Bind. Rage only does anything if you use it consecutively after being attacked. But he doesn't have the chance anyway. So there goes Onyx, and now he's going to use Rhyhorn, and for the love of God, Anton, just make it end. I'm sure you've already noticed, his levels aren't really any higher than his lackeys. I can actually use that properly this time. Yeah, really not any stronger than the Pokemon you've already fought here. At least level-wise. His Pokemon themselves are better, but apart from that, no. So, I'm just gonna try and finish off Kangaskhan as quickly as possible. Of course, Fly is my most powerful attack. And Kangaskhan is a really bulky Pokemon. I really like it. And I actually, in Heart Gold when I played it for the first time, I used Kangaskhan for a long time. Until I got to the Fighting type gym, then I decided that using it wouldn't be the best idea in the world, and I traded it out for... I don't remember what I traded it out for, honestly. But I ceased using it from then on. I want Jupiter to fight. Yeah, I have my method, and when I'm fighting people, that method goes away. And even Double Kick, despite being super effective, didn't do all that much. I'm not worried about losing or anything. This battle is just taking a fairly long time. But one more hit should be enough, and Kangaskhan will faint. And with that, I've defeated all people in the Team Rocket hideout. And Kathleen grew to level 32. And that's all. What? This can't be. I see that you raise Pokemon with utmost care. A child like you would never understand what I hope to achieve. I shall step aside this time. I hope we meet again. And he will leave behind for you the Sylph Scope, which is needed to see ghosts in the Pokemon Tower. Which means next time I will meet you guys in Lavender Town. But for now, this has been Rando Guy 4. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, feel free to comment, and if you like my videos so far, subscribe, because for once there is more on the way. Again, this has been Rando Guy 4, and I will see you guys next time.